Okay, well, here we go. It is the 9th of May. It is a Thursday. It's been a while since I updated because I've been recovering from surgery. I did get the surgery. Nobody really asked me whether I had COVID or not, which was good at the point on Friday morning. Unfortunately, Jessica caught COVID and she couldn't go with me to the hospital because she had an active fever and everything. So Catherine uh, rearranged her work schedule and she took me to the hospital. And I don't really remember anything too eventful from the surgery. I owe something like $5,000 out of pocket to try to get my knee fixed. They they said in the after notes that they removed more synovial tissue. Like, I guess there was inflamed arthritic tissue in the knee. They did more of that than they did even trimming the meniscus in terms of the time it took. So I came home. I was on crutches for. The good thing about it is I could bear weight. I was released basically without any restrictions in terms of bearing weight. And so I used crutches for a day or two and then started kind of hobbling around a little bit without the crutches, short distances. And now so this is the 6th day from surgery and I'm not using the crutches at all. I've been to 2 physical therapy sessions and was told that my range of motion is great. My starting point was great. I think it's partly because I was I was trying to address IT band syndrome because that's what they told me I had months ago before the MRI. But I was doing a lot of exercises that are quad strengtheners, quadriceps, to try to target that. And that's basically, I think, helped me somewhat in recovery. It's still, there's still some pain. Yesterday's PT in the morning was pretty rough. The guy basically pushed um, on the joint pretty well, and just to try to get the range of motion back to baseline. But see, I haven't actually straightened this leg out or fully, been able um, to bend the knee to where it should go for like a year. So when he was putting all that pressure on it, and it was pressure, but it hurt later. It didn't hurt at the time. It just felt like the knee was going to snap. But yeah, it hurt. Yesterday was a lot of pain. And I've been doing taxi service with the kids, taking them to school, picking them up, etc. But getting out of the car, I noticed, because I'm such a tall guy, it's aggravating a little bit. But really, compared to 2020 when I had ankle surgery with the steel plate and all the screws put in, I mean, that was just so much more invasive and painful. And the recovery took forever. I mean, so I'm happy with things the way they are now. I just feel, you know, uh, I had a surgery on top of COVID symptoms. So I wasn't actively, I don't think, sick with COVID, but even now I'm still dealing. It's 2 weeks since I first felt symptoms at the conference. And I'm still dealing with postnasal drip and congestion. It's just insane. I felt so bad for Jessica because she'd never had COVID. And so it was her first round. I think her symptoms were a little more severe than mine were. This Sunday is Mother's Day. I told the boys to be prepared to go to church. Uh, we really haven't been going to church because I've been so frustrated Jessica's been regularly going to church. I've went the last maybe 3 months to visit her church. Her church, it seems solid. It's not like they're apostates or anything like Methodists have become, or like recently. There's just so much that's happened recently where these denominations are just abandoning the Bible. I mean, they're just abandoning the truth. And so there's nothing like that. It's an independent church that she goes to, and they're friendly people, but they tend to be an older crowd, and they're really um, sedated compared to the lively sort of expressions of worship that I've been used to. And there really is no worship per se. It's praise. Well, I think worship is a rare thing for some reason. But I told the boys to be ready to go to church on Sunday for Mother's Day to do something with Mom, because women in general love unity, togetherness. That's important to Jessica. But we might actually go visit. I haven't talked to her about it yet, but I'd like to go visit the Calvary Chapel. I've watched a couple of their sermons while I've been sick and injured, and it's just nice when the pattern of the preaching or teaching or whatever it may be is just, look, we're just going to go through the Bible. We're just going to go verse by verse. I think it helps restrain in a good way. It kind of puts limitations on what the one individual pastor or teacher or whatever can do. And I think there needs to be some restraint on that, because the church is so consumed with these little piecemeal sermons that are like pecked from the Bible like a chicken pecking for bugs, just one here, one there. And there's no overall understanding of the Bible itself. I mean, how else do you explain that people can go to church their entire lives and still not know the fundamentals? I mean, and that is a very common thing. But so we'll see with that. I plan on going back to work Monday. Truthfully, I didn't need this entire week. I think I could have gone back to work yesterday. That's how manageable the pain has been. But at the same time, I'm also just so sluggish. And I know that part of it is my own tendency to sabotage myself, especially with food. So, like yesterday, what did I eat? I ate pizza, Twizzlers, these muffins that Jessica had gotten from Costco. I just ate a bunch of crap, really. A bunch of sugar, fat, disgusting crap. And so today I have a headache, and I didn't feel great yesterday. But when you eat that way, you're just, or at least me, I'm just tired all the time when I do that, and I eat too much. So today, now that this knee is on the mend, it's time to get the energy back. It's time to be a little bit more disciplined here and try to get this weight off. I don't have the knee as an excuse or inability to move as an excuse. And so exercise is in there, but more important than exercise is the eating habits. And, emotionally, I wouldn't say up and down, but I'd say like whatever I feel it like in an amplified way. And that's true anytime I'm injured or sick, which I've been for 2 weeks. So I've been just like down on myself. And that leads, when I get down on myself, I think these kinds of thoughts. I think I should be further ahead than where I am right now. Like I should have a house out in the country, and I should have better cars, and I should be out of debt, having $5,000 of medical debt that's fresh uh, produces some of those thoughts. Or I just think, you know, I don't finish things. And I just get kind of, especially when I'm laying around, if I don't have the mobility, those thoughts just creep up on me. So I end up watching TV to try to refocus where my brain's going. And then I end up eating. And then I end up laying around more. It's just a cycle. So today, I plan on doing some personal hygiene stuff that I've been putting off, like shaving. Um, I'm going to tune up my guitar, which I haven't touched in months. See if my fingers remember anything about how to play the guitar. Because I need personal worship. I need to be able to pick up the guitar and worship the Lord. I feel like it's important. And just try to avoid TV today too much. And that's basically what's happening. Maybe I'll even take the dogs for a walk just to kind of get some action going, some movement. All right, that's it for now.